Hello, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. I hope everyone has had a good week. Previous week, I wasn't with you guys, but a good week and have been taking the time to live a little and love on yourself and others who may deserve it. Okay? So, today we're going to talk about, today is normally Narcissist Tuesday, right? But I think I'm just going to do the narc videos at random because there's so many things that be going on that can go under this title and category that we could pop up on any day. You know what I'm saying? So any day of the week, because we deal with them any days of the week. Okay. So the first topic of the day is going to be called the dream killers, natural born killers, right? That's what we're going to call it. Now, when we talking about that, we're talking about the narcissist's ability to want to continue to kill another person's dream. Okay? It could be just the simplest thing. It could be stuff like, you say, hey, I one day want to be a singer. I want to try singing, You can't sing. You too old. You look funny. It could be all kind of stuff that people may say, right? You may say, hey, I wanted to be a painter. I want to be a artist. I always loved drawing. I always wanted to try that. You can't draw. Your fingernails too long. You be sitting there wondering like, well, okay, what the hell my fingernails being too long got to do with me being a painter, right? Or artist or something like that. But this is sounding crazy, but they come up with the darndest things. You could be a person who never even been to a drive-in before in your life. So you're like, you know what? I just want to go to a drive-in one day and sit and watch a movie. You can't go to the drive-in. They don't like your color car. It sounds silly, but sometimes it's just that silly. That's the way you have to look at it when they approach you with things that may take your mindset off of or your focus off of things that you always wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? It could be as simple as wanting to go to school, anything, and they'll have something negative on why you won't be successful at doing it, right? In those moments, guys, is when you have to remember who you are. It's oftentimes who you were before you encountered the narcissist, right? You have to remember who you are. Because at the end of the day, it's just like you almost have to look in the mirror and tell yourself and look at them and tell them, oh, you must not know who I am, right? Ooh, my stomach. But I'm going to take that back. Instead of saying you must not know who I am, I'm going to take that back. Because the bottom line is they know exactly who you are. They sit back and watch you so they know what your gifts are. They know what your talents are. They know you're meant to be greater than what existence box they put you in, right? They know that. And that's why they work so hard to suppress you, oppress you and keep you from dreaming and even trying. And the thing is, who cares? Who cares if the dream doesn't work out, right? You don't want to be left in wandering in that land of what ifs. What if I would have did this? I wonder what would have happened. I wonder what would have happened. I wonder, you'll be all your life wandering in the what if you never just try to do things that you just wanted to do. You know what I'm saying? Right? So it's things like that. Now, when I talk about the next thing, which will be stealers, or whatever way you want to call it, I could have named it a lot of things, but at the end of the day, they also, after telling you that they don't think you should do the dream, they secretly can begin working on the dream. You see what I'm saying? So nobody would never think that, okay, when you in love and stuff, or whatever. It don't have to be a love relationship like that. It could be a friendship. It could be anything. But nobody would ever think that they would be like, okay, you're in the house with someone, you love them. It can be anybody, and they're actually hating on you, or being where it's almost like they're in a competition with you. That is so unhealthy. Don't get me wrong, people. There's such things as healthy competition, right? It is. There's a healthy competition where you moderately compete with one another to keep the drive going, but you at the same time you're wishing the best for one another. Like you're sincerely wishing the best for them. Like I'm gonna give them a little edge to watch this or whatever, right? Then there's what I call over excessive competitiveness, the need to win at everything. Like you're excessive with it. Like no one can be greater. And I guess in some ways that could be a positive attitude to have if you're training for the Olympics or whatever. But when you're in a relationship, you know what I'm saying? It shouldn't be where, you know, you're with your mate and you're feeling like you're with a friend you barely know, where you are seriously hating. Is it the competitiveness becomes where it's like almost like hating on one another or something like that. That's not the healthy kind, okay? But nevertheless, I'm trying to see if I can remember everything that I had to say. But it can be literally simple things, you know. You got to remind them that who you are. Don't forget that, okay? No matter what, because that's the whole purpose. Oh goodness, I got noise outside. But don't forget that. Remember who you are. Remember who you were before the relationship, okay, or before the friendship or whatever, before the negativity of another person came into your life, and you'll notice it because everything you try to do, you'll get that person will find a reason to come up with some kind of reason why you shouldn't do it negatively, you know? And that's not anybody that you want to have in your corner. If you got any dreams or anything, I tell y'all all the time, go for it, right? Go for it. You know, who's it hurting to just try it? You know what I'm saying? I had three of my sons, three of them, two of them, well, two out of the four, two of them went on to did football, right? Okay. Then the third one, he always wanted to be like, I'm gonna try the football too. I'm like, okay, I never stop anybody. I'm like, okay, let's go. Then go ahead and try it if that's what you think you feel like doing while you're in school or whatever like that. He went to do it, and he had to learn for himself, not for me telling him, "Oh, you can't do that and all that stuff. You should be playing this," because he's really tall. He's like 6'6" or something like that. So it's like you should be doing this. You should be doing that. You know, you better off at playing basketball. No, I never said nothing like that to him. Try to be and do whatever it is you choose to do. If that's what you feel like you need to do, then do that. But he found for himself that it just wasn't something that was for him. But that was his decision. And he'll never have to be wandering around in the land of what ifs. You know what I'm saying? He can at least say, hey, I tried it. It wasn't for me. Right? So that's just a little thing I wanted to say to you guys. And I ain't going to hold y'all long. That's going to be about it for now. And I hope everyone is enjoying the new change in the weather. Of course, we'll miss the summer, but the fall is a wonderful thing. It makes you feel warm and fuzzy and, you know, make you feel and know that the holidays are closely approaching. And the way the month's been going, it's been going really fast. And we will miss the summer. But at the end of the day, we all know that everything must change, right? I'm going to do this to y'all. I know y'all probably like, oh no, she's trying to sing again. It is not about sounding good or anything. It's just my mood. You know, my mood go all over the place. But most stuff is from a healthy place, right? Anyway, back to the little segment of my singing, right? Everything must change. Nothing stays the same. Everything must change. Nothing and no one stays the same. Right? So I just want to plug that in there. I was a little off, a little heavy with it. You know, I sound a little crusty, but it's okay. As long as my point get across, everything must change. What I mean by that, y'all, I'm not saying like, for God's sakes, hopefully not in a negative way, but change is where your life grows, where it's healthier and happier for you. Always consider that first. You know, I know it's times where, you know, we try our best to keep things going and stuff like that, but you have to put yourself first. It's hard. I know it's hard when you're not a selfish-hearted person, but you got to put yourself first, and it's very important that you do that, because when happiness, when you're happy, everything around you is happy. When everything around you is happy, you have nothing else left to do but grow, right? You have nothing else left to do but grow, okay? And I hope y'all have a good day. That's all I'm going to say right now. I'm glad to be back. I might put out something else narcissistic later on during the week. And I'm going to try to stick to my schedule, y'all. You know what? I'm just going to totally cut that out and own my own stuff. That I'm not a planner or nothing like that. That's things I got to work on. Even when I go on vacation, if I'm trying to go somewhere and do something, normally it's not thought out drastically. Sometimes I just was used to just getting up and I'm gone, right? I gotta go. You know, if I need to be near water and go near the ocean or anything like that, my family know I get in my little car. I'll be on the road right by myself, and I'll be down there at one with and at peace with myself and nature and the heavens or whatever else you want to call it. But it's really a thing that sometimes is even good for you to do for yourself, for just spiritually, come at one with everything. It regenerates you. Well, it does for me. So anyway, that's all I'm gonna say. I ain't gonna talk y'all to death. This supposed to be a short video, but I love y'all and I'm happy to be back. And I will see y'all again sometime this week. Okay? Alrighty. Have a good one. Bye bye.